Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to make a card with you. This is a little tutorial, and we're going to make a fun celebration card using the new Share a Milkshake bundle from Stampin' Up! And this is the cute card we're going to make, and I'm going to show you how to make it. First of all, let's take a look at the Share a Milkshake bundle. Now this is the new spring 2023 mini catalog from Stampin' Up! And the Share a Milkshake bundle is on page 12. And so there you see some little samples. If you have a catalog, this is the page that you would turn to get the item number. And it's just the cutest little set. And so we're just going to get started today. I want to show you the stamp set itself, and here it is, the Share a Milkshake stamp set. And here are a couple cute things about it. Look at that. It has a spoon. It has, this is for a straw. This is ice cream, or possibly whipped cream. And this is some ice cream. This is a container if you want to make a sundae. And I think that goes with it. These two little, this is for me. This is the glass for the milkshake, and it is just the cutest set. Now here are the dies, and the dies are just as good, if not better. The dies have this fun little piece, and we're going to use this piece today. I've already cut it out. It's kind of a fun little background piece, kind of a crosshatch. The dies also have this little one, and this one, which I think are fudge. Here is a little cherry, and then, if you can even imagine, it makes a waffle cone. Now I went ahead for a sample just to show you and made a waffle cone. Look at how cute that is with the fudge on top. You can see on the die how it already scores the sides. So all you do, you can see how it's kind of embossed there, and then you just fold one side over the other. Isn't that just darling? We'll make a full card with that another time, but this is such a cute set. So we're going to go ahead and start with a card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and let me get out my paper trimmer. We are going to score this at 4.25 with our gray scoring blade on our paper trimmer. So I score that at 4.25. I don't know if I said the right thing or not. I hope I did. And we're just going to go ahead and fold it. And what I like to do is fold it and hold down the edges, and then do like that to make sure my edges come together pretty perfectly. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to put a few layers for a background, and our first layer is going to be a piece of mint macaron cardstock cut at 5.25 by 4, and I'm going to distress this. I'm just going to take my paper snips, which is Stampin' Up! Name for scissors, little mini scissors. We call them paper snips. And I'm just taking my scissors and I'm just distressing the edges, just for fun, just to be a little bit different than the sample. I didn't do this on the sample, but I kind of like a little distressed edges for a change. I'm kind of a shabby chic girl. And it cuts in. Sometimes the scissors slip a little bit and they cut, and that's just no problem because that's kind of the look. And then I usually go in, and when I do some distressing, I curl the edges with my bone folder just like this. Okay, let's clear that off. And then more little crumbs. Oh, and I didn't do this corner either. Okay, so we're ready to adhere our piece of mint macaron to our card base, and I'm going to adhere it with my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to do it at a little bit of an angle. just for fun, okay? Just a little bit for fun. We don't want it to come off the edges of the card base, but we can just set it at an angle, adhere it just a little bit like that. Okay, now we're going to add a layer of this adorable country gingham paper in mint macaron. This is also new in the spring mini catalog, and it comes in a 6x6 stack. There's another piece of mint macaron, and this is balmy blue. You see the different patterns of the gingham, so cute. And on the back we have sweet sorbet is the red color, and this is petal pink. So you get lots of patterns, 48 sheets in all of this beautiful gingham. So I'm going to cut my gingham piece 1/4 of an inch smaller than I cut the mint macaron cardstock. So I'm going to go for 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, just like this. And there we go. And that way I know it will sit inside of the other piece. And I'm going to go ahead and also distress this. And you don't have to use as much pressure to distress this piece. Whoa! And again, the cuts are fine. That's the way it's really supposed to look, because it's distressed. So we're just going to do all the sides just gently. And I think it gives a nice look if this is the style you want. And because I did the other one without doing the distressing, I'm anxious to see how this looks. Okay, now again, I'm going to take my bone folder and just curl up those edges a little bit, just like that. And let's get the crumbs off. And then what we're going to do is adhere this piece at the opposite angle that we adhered the first one. Okay, just kind of like this. Okay. And I think that's a really nice background. Now this is kind of our canvas in a way. We're going to put our milkshake on this. So let's start creating our milkshake. We're going to start by making the ice cream. And this is the little ice cream stamp, what I'm calling the ice cream stamp. It could be, like I said, whipped cream maybe. I've gone ahead and pre-done 3 other colors because I wanted to have 4 colors stacking up on my milkshake. So this one I think is kind of like pineapple or lemon sherbet, and maybe strawberry or peppermint and mint. Mint chocolate chip is my favorite. I could have put a few dots of brown on there to make it look like mint chocolate chip. And then I think we're going to make an actual chocolate layer. I'm going to use crumb cake ink. I tried several different colors and I couldn't get one that I thought looked really like chocolate. So this was about the closest I could get. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Stampin' Pierce mat in here, because when we're using the clear photopolymer stamp, it doesn't have any padding on it, and you get a better impression if you use like a stack of magazines, or you could use your catalog, but I use this Stampin' Pierce mat from Stampin' Up. Press there. Okay, so sort of looks like chocolate, sort of doesn't look like chocolate. I don't know. So now we're going to bring in our adorable boho blue mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And you can get, during January and February 2023, you can get this super cute little machine when you order the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit. And it's a fabulous deal. I love this machine. I love it, period. And I really like the boho blue color. Okay, so what we're going to do now is die cut this little ice cream. And so we're just going to, let's see if we can get that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Place that down just like that and run it through the machine. Now I'm going to show you something really fun about this die. And I don't know if you noticed, but the other pieces of ice cream have the same thing. It cuts a little slit in here for the spoon or the straw. Is that not so cute? So we're going to end up layering our ice cream. Now we're going to go ahead and make our milkshake glass. And so we have to stamp that. I'm going to get my Stampin' Pierce mat back in. And I have two stamps that create the milkshake glass. One is a clear one, and one is has these little lines on it. I don't know how to describe them, but all I know is it makes a super cute milkshake glass. I'm going to use polished pink for the milkshake glass, and we're going to start off just stamping the glass itself, just like this. I'm not going to press down too hard. Okay. Then next we're going to come in with this, like the detail on the glass, I guess you might say. And I think I'm going to press a little bit harder on this. I'm going to look up really close and see if I can make sure to get this lined up. I'm going to press harder. Kind of cute, huh? I like it. That's our milkshake glass. Okay, so now we can die cut this. So we're going to get back our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and let me get the die that cuts the milkshake glass. Here we go, and it's this one. So I'm going to grab this, and let's put our milkshake right on there. The one thing with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is that you always want to pull your plates back about 1/4 inch. So I've got this number 2 back about 1/4 inch off the number 1. And I'll do the same thing with my next plate. Okay. So let's put this die right over there like that. Put our plate on. And run this little guy through. Whoa, okay, here we go. Good. And here's our milkshake glass. Okay, now we can start to build our card. So let's see how we're going to do this. Oh, and we want to bring in our crosshatch too. So let me see, how do we want to do that? Okay, let's get some. This is a little tricky to adhere, and you want to be real careful and just put the tiniest dots on here. Just tiny, and you don't need a lot, you just need a few, because what goes on top is going to help adhere this. So we just want a few little dots, very, very few, just like that, I think should do it. And I'm going to put that in an angle too, that little crosshatch, just like that. Okay, now we're ready to put our milkshake glass on. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I think maybe 2 would work. Let's try 2. Okay, just like that. And whoa, come back. Okay. And I want to make sure to get it low enough so that all of our layers of ice cream fit on, right? Okay, so here we go. Now we can start to layer our ice cream. I'm going to put the mint one first, right up in there, and I'm going to go ahead and use another dimensional. I'm actually going to put the dimensional up high, right up in here, because I want to slide this layer a little bit over the top of the glass, kind of like that. Okay, our next layer is going to be, I'm calling it pineapple. I kind of like pineapple ice cream. What do you think? Do you like pineapple? Or it could be lemon. Okay, now the one thing is I kind of want to cover that little slit there, so I'm going to do it a little bit at an angle. And then in order to keep it down, I'm going to put just some glue in there to hold that down and hold it just for a few minutes. I don't want to use any more dimensionals because I don't want dimensionals on top of this. I want it to all be one level when I get finished with my stack of ice cream, my pile of ice cream. Okay, so this one I kind of want to do like that. I think I'm going to put my dimensional up here. Let's see how that works. Okay. And we'll just tilt that one a little bit. Isn't that getting cute? Okay, so we're going to put, again, a little bit of glue under there and hold it for a few seconds. I'm debating about whether I need a little glue on this side over here. I'm not sure. Okay, and now our final layer is the chocolate. Now, we're just going to use, again, I think just one dimensional up on the top. And then we're going to make the straw. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So, just like that. Okay, now I'm not going to glue anything there because I want that opening to open when I make this straw. So let's get another little scrap of basic white, and we're going to use some real red ink. Here's our straw stamp, and I'll show you how this works. So we're just going to get a little ink on there. Is that just one piece? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to put it right there. Okay. Now, all we do is bring in our die, our straw die, which is just the tiniest, this little guy right here. And let me just trim this paper a tiny bit before I put it in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Just make room for it here. Here we go. And where are my plates now? Oh, this happens to me all the time. Here we go. Here are the plates. Okay. Plates number 1 and 2. And there's our straw. And we'll put our little die right on top there. If you have this set, you are going to love it. I think it's great for adults and children. It's super, super cute. Let me see if I can get this just right here. Okay, let's try that. And we'll just hold that firmly until it gets moving into the machine. Okay. And you'll be surprised how cute this is. Look at that cute little straw. Isn't that adorable? I just think that's so cute. So let's bring our card back. And what we want to do is get our straw down in that slit. So let me see if I can, I just want to bend it up just a hair, just a little bit, and then see if we can get that down in there. Okay, isn't that just super cute? Now what I'm going to do is put the tiniest bit of glue right back in here, right behind it. Okay, that's just a tiny dot. That will just hold it down just like that. Make sure none comes out. And then I'm also going to now put some glue under this side. And that'll hold everything down together. I got just a little bit up there, didn't I? Okay. Isn't that just the cutest milkshake? Well, wait till you see this. I went ahead, whoops, I die cut 2 cherries. I just did that for kind of for speed. So we can put 2 cherries. I only put 1 on the other one, but I thought we might put 2 on this one just for fun. And I'm going to raise them up on little mini Stampin' Dimensionals. So let's get our first one there. Is that little thing off? Yep. Okay, so let's put this one here. Then we'll get a little tiny dimensional for the other one. I just think these are so cute. Just super, super cute. Let's see, we'll put that one just at a bit of an angle. It's kind of tilted downward, isn't it? But it's kind of cute. Oh my goodness, I just love this. Okay, our last thing to do, well, next to last, is to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Now my sentiment is from this set. You could use You're the Cherry on Top, Life is Sweeter with You, Be My Valentine, but I chose just plain old Celebrate because to me you could use it for quite a few different occasions. So we're just going to use Celebrate. And we have that nice die. Well, have I shown you the die? Maybe I forgot to show you the die. Okay, it's not from this set, but I thought it worked perfectly. So I'm using this die right here, and it's from this another new set called Something Fancy, and I just thought it worked perfectly for Celebrate, just like that. I just think that looks great. It does all the hard work for me. It's going to make it come out straight, because when I try to cut it myself, I just don't always get it straight. So let's see if I can get it straight with the die. I just really like the sentiment. I like the font. It's kind of a cute font. It's just like a party font, I think. Just lay that down and hold on to it until it goes through. That alleviates having to use washi tape. I don't really like to use washi tape because it sticks on my dies and makes them all sticky. So I try to just hold my die down. Okay. Didn't that sentiment just come out nice? And we're just going to put it, oops, little crumb. Okay, we're just going to have it go right along like that. We'll put it on with a few Stampin' Dimensionals if I can find them. Okay, here they are. So let's do this. Let's put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on the left side before it begins to cover over the Milkshake glass. Take those little papers off. And we're just going to put that right like that. We might want to put just a tiny dot of glue in there to hold that sentiment down. And you know what? We are going to add some super cute, I love these 2021-23 in color opal rounds. And I thought either the clear or the pink or the soft succulent or even the evening evergreen. What do you think? Well, we've got our red cherries. Let's go with pink. And we'll just kind of put them around like that. I think they just add something nice. Oh, that stuck onto my finger. That's interesting. I think I have a little glue on my finger. We'll put one right up here. And our final one we'll put down here. Maybe we'll just put it in one of those little squares. Kind of like that. Isn't that just an adorable card? Now, one last thing. We have to stamp our cherries on our envelope and on the inside of our card. So here's our envelope, and here's the little tiny cherry stamp. Is that not adorable? I feel like I'm going to use that little cherry stamp on other things too. So I'm using some real red ink. We'll just put a little cherry there. Maybe we'll put a few cherries, like 3 cherries. There we go. And then let's put a couple on the inside. Whoops. Okay. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll just try to put another one right next to it. There. That looks like 2 little cherries. So here's your card from the Share a Milkshake bundle. I think it's absolutely darling. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And if you've enjoyed my video tutorial today, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pretty Paper Cards. And also, you're going to see links to order the Share a Milkshake bundle and any other of the other products like the Pretty Country Gingham paper. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and have a great time stamping. Bye-bye.